Hey everyone, this is Bree. Me and the kids are heading on a little field trip. Well, at least a field trip for you guys. We are going to somebody's house to help in their garden, and you will see real soon where we're headed. Puppy. He said he calls everybody a puppy.
Oh, puppy.
Puppy.
You need help? You got this? And he was like,
All right, Joyful, you're on duty.
Hey, Wilder, Jackson and Juliet have your net you left here last time.
Cool.
But I think we need to buy you a new one. I think someone ran it over.
Oops.
That's okay. Man, I am tired.
Jackson!
Have you already planted?
Oh, yeah.
Treehouse.
This is beautiful.
You want to go check it out?
Well, can I go?
So we are at Heather's house, Lantriere. I'll link them below. And we're gonna do some planting. I don't know if you guys can hear me over that wind.
Hopefully.
Y'all, her garden, how big is this?
It's 150 by 50.
That's kind of crazy big.
Yeah.
You could grow legumes.
Yeah.
You could grow your own beans.
Yep, I'm going to grow dry beans and green beans, corn.
And this is how much she's gotten ready so far. And then they're about to get this ready. And then that whole section back there is about to get plowed too. She got hooked up with some wood chips. That's hard to get out here, someone to drop them at your house.
I know, I messaged him because I was going to buy some. And then he texted me that he had free loads. And I was like, please come.
Oh, I'll take care of
Ruh-roh.
that. How many onions did you plant?
No idea.
Did you start them?
I got some from Johnny's, and then I started 228 flats. Not failing.
Well, you put down weed fabric, so you should be successful. You just may want to do a nitrogen fertilizer later.
Later on?
You can do it before you plant them, but doing it later is fine, I think. I mean, real farmers, I think real farmers do it when they plant and then later too, but
Sprayer.
yeah,
That's what I need.
Show me what you're planting. Show me your flats.
Oh, okay. There's more in the
Is
back.
this all the stuff we're planting right now?
We can, yeah. I don't know if we'll get through all of it. I have celery, cabbage, what else? Leeks and shallots, baby bok choy, and then I was gonna put the cilantro in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then I got from Wade, I got Brussels and cauliflower.
Nice.
Starting.
You started celery. I'm so impressed.
It looks awesome.
I have never grown celery.
I got the baby.
Oh yeah, you are the queen, man.
Tomato queen.
You're gonna have to teach me how to do starts because I've never done them before, but now I have a greenhouse.
I think it's easy.
Yeah,
It's a lot better in a greenhouse or with lights. I always did it in my window until now.
Did you use lights this year?
I use grow lights, yeah. I got a really good deal on them from the nursery. Some of them look
What kind of varieties are you?
Oh my gosh, I have a bunch of paste tomatoes. I think I have 2 flats of paste tomatoes.
Which kind?
Amish paste and San Marzano. I don't even know what I planted. That's all Amish paste. I have Cherokee Purple, Paul Robeson. I did a bunch that Seasonal Homestead does. I just like copied her list. Buratino, that's like a paste tomato, but it's orange.
Buratino?
Buratino.
That sounds interesting.
It's really good. Because you can eat it fresh too, but it's like an orange paste tomato. They grow really good. That was the last thing to get blight last year.
Oh,
So I was
cool.
like, I'm keeping you.
And you're gonna plant all this in your greenhouse. So where we live in the mountains of North Carolina, it rains a lot. Growing tomatoes is actually really difficult here, at least growing them to get any sort of harvest, because the plants blight. No matter how hard you try to not get blight, you can prevent it all you want. You will eventually get it here. So what some people do is they grow them in a greenhouse for multiple reasons. One, because you control the amount of water that they're getting. but 2, you extend your season. So you can start earlier and you can keep going longer.
Yeah. And I think it's easier to tie them up too, because you can just tie them up to the top of the high tunnel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those Amish pace, man, they just go and go and go and go and go.
All of these will. I think, except one of the kinds I did was determinate, and I was going to put it in one row.
Wait, San Marzanos are just like a bush, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was going to do 1 row of those in the high tunnel and not have to prune as much.
Okay.
Because this is going to be a lot of tomato pruning.
Yes, it will be.
A lot of green hands.
Yes. So you'll take these back in tonight then?
Yeah. I'll water them out here and then I'll take them back in. Because I've been watering them in my shower.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Taking them out of my room into the shower. Shishitos. Oh, I got you a shishito. You need to try them this year.
Okay.
The best. And then red picnics and poblanos. I really want to do
more
anchovies.
tomatoes?
Yep, a lot more.
Rutgers.
Dr. Witchies.
So these are all of your tomatoes and peppers.
Yep. Brandywine, Kellogg's. What else? Mini bell peppers and then green bell peppers. Sugar rush peach.
Cool.
And then jalapenos that aren't super hot.
I love jalapenos though. They're actually my favorite. My favorite thing with jalapenos is fermented jalapenos actually.
You need to teach me that. That sounds so good.
It's just salt water and jalapenos.
Salt water and peppers.
Yeah. I know
You put 'em on,
jalapenos
like,
are so boring, but they're my favorite.
You put them on nachos and stuff?
Oh yeah, I put them on everything.
Like if I have them,
If I have them, I put them on everything. That and fermented onions. Hi, I came back. Her face was
We can do cabbage so I can finish
covering it.
covering that row, and you can help me because I really don't know what I'm doing covering the row.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
I need help. We tried and it like half came off.
Okay. Do you have something to weigh it down?
I have rocks.
Is this the
And
cabbage?
I was using staples. Yeah. That's
Okay. Good news for you, we're having a big cold front come through like the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, which is kind of awesome since I'm late planting.
It'll be fine. It's always good to try.
Yeah,
just
I didn't
never
have the
know.
ground ready, so I had no choice.
Yeah, first year garden, man.
Yep.
She just moved here from a different property. So this is their first year garden. And it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. It's a big old garden. Wow, there's so many. I'm gonna count.
Are you for reals gonna count them?
I'm for reals gonna count them. I only have to count one side and then I can multiply times 3.
True story. There's a lot of them.
You know what? One thing I would have done differently if I had remembered how to be a gardener when we planted my brassicas?
What?
If you zigzag them, you can fit more in a row.
Yeah, my plan is to put something in the middle of them.
What are you gonna put in the middle?
I don't know.
It had to be something that grows fast, like radishes.
Yeah.
Because
they're gonna
they get huge.
They're gonna get too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at my landscape fabric. Yeah, there's no higher thing in life. I mean, it's all cabbage and I get out it.
Good job. Doing exactly what you saw us doing. Oh. Oh, hold on. Can Mama help? Can Mama help with this one? So we can save its life. Right. Celery? What kinds are you growing?
Tango and Chinese pink celery. Tango because the seasonal homestead grows it and it works. So
Oh,
it's like,
good reason.
Yep.
It looks kind of like... your starts look beautiful.
Thank you. And now doesn't it look like parsley or something?
Yeah,
Like an herb?
it does. Look at your cattle panels. I'm about to do this in my garden.
I got fairy lights on them too.
Oh my gosh.
Little solar fairy lights.
Okay, I'm copying that.
You should. They're out. It's like outlined.
Yes.
So it looks really cool when it's on.
Yes.
I have some peas coming up right there.
Cool. Oh, I see
I
them.
want to put more peas in.
Hi, baby peas.
Oh, they're cute. Aren't they? I think they're one of the cutest things when they pop up.
They are so sweet.
I love peas.
So are we just going to do it in between these two
Yeah.
cattle
just
panels?
Like, we'll just go from here as far down.
Okay, great.
And then this, I want to do some more peas. I don't know if it's too late. Is it too late to do more peas?
You can try. You can always eat the greens. Like, I don't even know if I'll get any peas this year because my kids keep eating the greens.
Are they?
Yeah.
Snacking?
Just
They
snacking.
miss having garden snacks.
I know. It's sweet. Oh.
I mean, your root systems are beautiful.
I can start you some next year. Oh, you have a greenhouse now. You don't need help with starts.
Okay, it looks like we're gonna plant some dill,
I had some mulch.
cilantro. No, but yeah, I wouldn't plant the basil yet. So just the cilantro. It's just a few things left to plant.
Leaves are so tiny.
Yeah.
Really cute.
They are cute.
Little
Little-
babies.
little
Okay, so
miniature
we can do
basil.
dill and cilantro. That's cool.
Done it. So the concern is that there's potentially a freeze.
Yes. Cilantro likes cold, so it's so
Yeah.
funny that we think of that as a middle of summer herb.
Because you want it with your salsa.
So you want it with your salsa,
And your
but it's
tomatoes.
it is a spring and fall herb and a winter herb. I grow it in my low tunnel all winter.
Okay.
I got slow bolt. It's supposed to take over the bolt. Stop. What'd you get?
111 times 3 on that one.
I
So.
got 91.
Oh, really? I'm not counting again. We're just gonna average it.
Yeah.
333 plus 114. What did you get? 449 onions.
450. We'll round up.
That's
Yeah.
a lot. Oh, Wilder, get that from him.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, take
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna come shopping at Heather's this winter.
Yeah. Grace is like, what are you doing? Open a grocery store?
I never go anywhere without bringing food because bringing 8 people to somebody's house and then expecting them to give your kids snacks is a bit much. So, getting all the food out, and I always bring enough for everybody.
He doesn't really like that. He doesn't like. How would you share our snacks?
You gotta be chill. We have blueberries and cookies. Ask your mom before you eat cookies.
I already asked mine.
Oh, come here. Were you so sad? Lulu already got her snack. What you got, girl? You got an apple?
Mom.
Good snack. You want blueberries? Blueberries. Start with just 2, please. Not everybody is down
Can I
here.
take a bag for watching babies?
Yeah, we're done planting.
You are?
So we were just talking about the torch that I used to burn holes in my weed cloth, and then she got the same one. And say why we did good.
The regular plumbing torches are not meant to go upside down and sideways and be inverted. You have to make sure you get one that says inverted, or it can go vertical, or else it'll sputter and spit fire out.
Such a good thing to know.
Yeah.
Got lucky. I just picked one off the internet that looked right.
Yeah, and you got the right. I got the same one you got.
Yeah, well, good thing I got the right one, because then you would have got the wrong one too. But we would have known that day. Are we gonna plant the bok choy and the leeks and the shallots? Yeah, let's get it all done, girl, while we're here. We got all these people helping.
Okay.
Come help me. Have fun. Come on.
I don't know. I'm thinking I'm just gonna stick the bok choy in the holes I already made. I
Okay,
might burn more holes in between and put more stuff.
that's what I was thinking. Well, you could do you do a whole nother row, and then, I don't know, whatever you want to do. Yeah, there's enough holes already, so if you don't want to burn holes, you can just fill in what you already have.
I think that's what I'll do.
Yeah,
In case I want to use this for something else, then there's not extra holes in half of it.
yeah. Okay, let's do it then.
Look at it. It's just so cute.
You having fun? His proud face is about the cutest thing in the world. Come here.
What are you doing on my garden?
Come here. We're gonna step on the paths here, buddy. There we go.
I know. But if you couldn't find somebody, guess who would have showed up with the weed eater? Not playing around.
So what day are you gonna plant potatoes?
He is gonna plow tomorrow. So if he gets done early enough, I'll do it when he's done, and then if not, the next day.
I still need to go in here.
There we go. Bring it up. Push right here. Good job.
Whoops. Are we gonna try to save it? Let's save it from the giantess. There we go. Well, you got most of your half of your spring garden planted.
Yeah. Ruh-roh.
What do you need to plant? Just potatoes?
Yeah. And I'm gonna move my strawberries and asparagus.
Oh, nice. Where are they?
There's some in the raised beds, and then
okay.
there's some over there in a bucket waiting.
Got it. All right, you want to give us a tour and tell us a little about your place? For those of you that don't know, Heather is my good friend. She also moderates my comment section. on YouTube. So if you're mean, she kicks you out.
Yes, I do.
Her and her family, do you mind if I say how much land you live on, or do you want to?
That's fine.
Her and her family live on 100 acres. They just bought it. They moved from California to a much smaller property, sold that property, and was able to buy 100 acres. It's just crazy how it worked last year with buying and selling properties. Like,
it was crazy.
Did you ever think you would own 100 acres in the beautiful western North Carolina mountains?
Never, ever, ever.
Yeah, that's pretty epic.
It's wild.
So I guess this used to be a Christmas tree farm, this hill here. And what is the
It's all autumn olives.
And y'all are slowly clearing it?
We're gonna cut them all out this weekend with an excavator. We're gonna rip them out.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, they're invasive and they will spread more. You can see that hole, and then they go all the way
Yeah.
around. They're everywhere.
These are all autumn olives all the way over there. Oops. All the way here. All the way down there.
Do fix nitrogen, and they do have berries.
Oh.
So they're kind of cool, but not this many of them.
What do you think about that, Royal? Hey, now that fence is hot. That fence is hot.
No, it isn't.
Okay, good job. Okay, look, Royal, what do you think?
You wanna go see the chicken? Hold it.
Oh, they're fighting over his apple.
Yeah.
What do you think, Truly?
Whoa.
The babies are too little to remember us having a full-on farm or homestead. So it's fun seeing their first reactions to animals they've never seen before. It's pretty special to still get to have them around various kinds of livestock. The rabbitry.
The rabbitry.
But you have rabbits down in the pasture too, don't you?
Yeah, those are the grow outs. Those need to be butchered.
Okay, so these are your breeders?
Yeah, these are my breeders. They're all, I have all champagnes now, except her.
Okay.
She's Flemish.
Why champagnes?
They are awesome, like, and friendly, and they get really, really big, and they're just easy to take care of, and they're kind of rare.
Okay.
So I think I can maybe sell them. We'll see.
Cool. Like breeding trios or something?
Yeah, or babies. Just sell the babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're really easy to take care of. They're easier than chickens.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Hey, look. The
What's-
chicken's in here. It put its eggs in there.
Really?
Yeah, 3 eggs.
You found them earlier?
Yeah, when I was coming down.
Yeah, I think the pond is the best part.
I have to say it's always been a dream of mine to have a pond, so I love that you have one.
Me too. Michael's dream too. He always wanted water. Just some sort of water.
Yes. You know, that's the thing about living in the suburbs. You don't realize until you live there how little resources you have.
That's true. I never thought of it that way. Because you don't have creeks and ponds. And
Creeks, ponds,
springs,
woods,
yeah.
springs, but like wood for fires. Like I built a fire pit, but I have to go buy firewood
just
for the fire pit.
Yeah. Like,
That's-
what is happening?
I was just, it's kind of blowing my mind. That's why we don't have any wood for the fire pit, because I keep forgetting to go buy it. Because it's
We
not
can
something
split
I've
you
ever,
some firewood.
I can get some. I just keep forgetting to do it.
I can split you autumn olive firewood.
There you go. Oh my goodness. But yeah, like if you're gonna go, you go out to nature. You're not just in it.
Yeah, you have to go.
You have to
Make
go
time.
to it.
Make time to go.
It's really weird.
Yeah, when you're used to it.
Yeah, I mean, I know we talk a lot about how we're not trying to be self-sufficient. Like you have to have a community in order to create a sort of self-sufficiency. You really need a community. But you really don't. At least I didn't realize how self-sufficient I actually was until I didn't have that anymore. In just all these little ways, like springs, like firewood. Like we didn't live off grid, but when the power went out, it like wasn't a big deal because our water was spring fed, so we always had water and we had wood stove. So we could cook on top of the wood stove if we needed to. We stayed warm, we had water. It's like it just wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
And even though it wasn't off grid, we totally loved having our electricity. It wasn't a big deal at all to not have it.
Yeah. As long as you still have water and you can cook and heat stuff.
Here comes a fisherman. What do you think you're gonna catch? I was never worried about watering my garden because we had creeks on both sides of our property and we had spring water and we had gravity fed spring water, so we never had to worry about you know, electricity going out and then not being able to run the water pump. So watering a garden was never a big deal. And now I think about that, like what would happen if the electricity goes out? I don't have water because my water pump to my well would go out.
Yeah. Ours is a pump now too, and I don't like it. I want to figure out some way to get it gravity. There's more springs up there.
I just think too, what if the well goes dry? Like there's no creek near my house. Nowhere near my house. There's no running water near my house in order to, so I think about that stuff. It's something that I always really appreciated about my old property.
Yeah, and you get used to it.
You get used to having it, and it feels, there's this security that comes along with having those things. Adjusting to kind of a new mindset and new ways of figuring out solutions to problems and becoming more self-sufficient, even though we all know it's not self-sufficient, but it's close. You're close to it, you know. There's, in some ways you are. You have done a ton of work since the last time I was here. It's completely clear all the way around now. It used to be all grown up.
We cleared a bunch of it, and we got a giant tree out of the middle of it.
Okay.
And then the guys built a waterfall so that we could have more oxygen in for the fish.
And that's the spring?
Yeah, it's a creek, but it's a spring-fed creek. So
that's
it's
amazing.
Cold spring water.
Something you may not have where you live, but we kind of almost take for granted, though you may not because you're from California, is the amount of water we have in the mountains. Like if you are up in the mountains, which we are deep in the mountains right now, there's water everywhere and it just comes up out of the ground naturally. You don't have to do anything. And those are springs, and every property has springs. Like it's abnormal to not have at least one spring on your property. And so that's really abnormal a lot of places, and I think that's why people ask, like, what are you gonna do about watering your garden? Because they either use city water, or maybe they haul water, or they have a well or whatever, but we have water in abundance here. It's a really incredible natural resource that I totally took for granted until I started YouTubing and started learning that that's not normal everywhere. Yeah, to just have water pouring forth out of the ground all the time.
California has no water anywhere.
That's pretty amazing.
No water.
And okay, what have you stocked this pond with?
We put catfish and minnows in here, but there's bass and bluegill and sunfish, and a ton of these crazy salamanders in here.
Aren't salamanders indicative of clean water?
Yes, they are. They won't live where the water's not clean. And I found what these ones are, and I think they're eastern newts, and they can live like 15 years.
Show me what you're talking about.
Can you see? You can kind of see it right there.
Oh yeah.
They just like float, and then they go down.
Let's see.
They're all over the place.
I hope that's in the camera.
So cool. I love them.
I hope you guys can see that little guy down in the water. They're so pretty. When they swim, they're so pretty.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Oh, the boys got one. What'd you guys get?
Jackson, what did you get?
I got a bluegill. I just let it sit there for a second because I was trying to help Brandon tangle it, and
Were those already here?
No, I dug them up from the last property.
Very cool.
And replanted them. I think they've moved 3 times now. Hopefully this is where they just stay. Like a permaculture food forest over here. I'm just gonna cram it full of food.
All right, just to give you a reference, like there's, you can see her garden right there, her greenhouse here, and then here's her orchard that she is going to. It's just right now, it's just a big open piece of land, but she is with 4 trees, but she is gonna turn it into a permaculture food forest. Okay, you guys ready to go? It's time to go home. You wanna go home? Her potato and corn patch is actually bigger than my entire garden. So that is gonna be an epic amount of food that she's growing there. Maybe we can come out and help plant that when it's time for planting the corn. I think she's doing potatoes tomorrow though. It was a really nice day, really nice visit. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and check out Heather's channel. I will link it below, and we'll see you in the next video.